The small village of Bethany, a peaceful place nestled near Jerusalem, was home to 3 siblings, Mary, Martha, and their beloved brother, Lazarus. They were known to be close friends of Jesus, a man whose teachings and miracles were stirring hearts throughout the region. Their home was a haven for him, a place of warmth and welcome. One day, a shadow fell over their household. Lazarus became gravely ill. His condition deteriorated rapidly, and Mary and Martha, filled with fear and desperation, sent a messenger to Jesus. They knew his power, his compassion, and they clung to the hope that he could heal their brother. "Lord," they pleaded in their message, "the one you love is sick." However, Jesus, upon receiving the news, didn't immediately rush to Bethany. He remained where he was for 2 more days. This delay was not a sign of indifference, but rather a part of a divine plan, a moment meant to reveal the very glory of God. He knew that what was about to unfold would be a profound demonstration of his power and his connection to the Father. By the time Jesus and his disciples arrived in Bethany, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. In that time, the grief of Mary and Martha had deepened, their hope seemingly extinguished. The village was filled with mourners, their sorrow palpable. Martha, hearing that Jesus was approaching, went out to meet him. Her heart was heavy, her voice trembling as she spoke. "Lord," she said, her words a mixture of grief and lingering hope, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now," she added, clinging to the last vestige of her faith, "I know that God will give you whatever you ask." Jesus, looking into her eyes, spoke words of comfort and profound truth. "Your brother will rise again." Martha, thinking of the general resurrection at the end of time, replied, "I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day." But Jesus corrected her understanding, revealing a truth that went beyond earthly comprehension. "I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he may die, he shall live. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die." Do you believe this? Martha, her faith flickering like a candle in the wind, found strength to declare, "Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who is to come into the world." Then she went and called Mary, whispering, "The teacher is here and is asking for you." Mary, overcome with grief, hurried to Jesus, falling at his feet and weeping. The sight of her tears and the tears of those who had come with her deeply moved Jesus. He was troubled in spirit and deeply distressed. "Where have you laid him?" Jesus asked, his voice filled with emotion. They led him to the tomb, a cave with a large stone placed against the entrance. Jesus, his heart heavy with compassion, commanded, "Take away the stone." Martha, ever practical, protested, "Lord, by this time there is a stench, for he has been dead 4 days." Jesus, looking at her with a gentle but firm gaze, reminded her, "Did I not tell you that if you believed you would see the glory of God?" The stone was moved. Jesus, his eyes lifted to heaven, prayed aloud, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me, and I know that you always hear me, but because of the people who are standing by, I said this, that they may believe that you sent me." Then, with a voice that resonated with divine power, he cried out, "Lazarus, come forth!" A moment of stunned silence hung in the air. Then, an incredible sight. Lazarus, bound hand and foot with grave clothes, emerged from the tomb. The crowd gasped, their eyes wide with disbelief. Jesus, calmly addressing the astonished onlookers, said, "Loose him and let him go." The scene was one of overwhelming joy and wonder.